morning, everyone. This is Stefanie B. Estillore, your reporter for today, with the topic The HR Manager is a Competency Developer, submitted to Ma'am Roxanne P. Altaya. To begin, let's define first human resource management. Human resource management is the process of employing people, training them, compensating them, developing policies relating to them, and developing strategies to retain them. In the past, HRM means processing payroll, sending birthday gift to employees, arranging company outing, and making sure forms were filled out correctly. In other words, more of an administrative role rather than strategic role, crucial to the success of the organization. Jack Welch, former CEO of General Electric and management guru, sums up the new role of HRM. Get out of the parties and birthdays in enrollment form. Remember, HR is important in good times. HR is defined in hard times. Frost et al. 2010. So it is the human resource management that manages all issues related to the people in an organization. In short, HR plays a great role both in good times and in hard times. So what's the difference between HR manager and HR director? Human resource managers have more hands-on role and are responsible for the day-to-day planning and execution of high-level strategies of the HR department, plan and develop new recruitment strategies, oversee staff benefits, and more. Human resource directors create the global recruitment strategy for the organization, make sure its policies and programs comply with labor laws and regulations, and build a company culture that's in line with the organization's values and objectives. Human resource managers focus on day-to-day decision making and focus on the concerns of the staff and employees, while HR directors focus on broad responsibilities within and for the entire organizations. So what are competencies? Competencies are the sum of, first, the specific knowledge someone has on a certain topic or within a certain field. Like say for example, the mastery of a certain topic or lesson or being knowledgeable about certain thing. Number two, one or multiple skills. Skills mainly refer to physical and mental actions and tasks that someone has mastered, showing expertise of your skills, competent enough if we possess not only one skills but of course multiple skills, having edge over others. And third, the attitudes and character traits in an individual, such as someone's attitude towards colleagues, someone's sense of duty, or their temperament. Example, having interpersonal and social skills, ability to easily interact with colleagues, and even with the management for a smooth relationship towards the members of the organization. So what is competent or competence development? Competence development, it is the process of developing one or more competencies, which happens through a learning and development process. The development of competence takes place through various forms of learning, both in work environment and in private life. It is the practice of developing one or several competencies in specific way and particular direction. Improving existing competencies and adding new competencies to your professional arsenal. To improve the alignment between the competence of employees and the strategic goals of the organization. So now, let's have the competencies that an HR manager should possess. First is the communication. An HR manager must be able to communicate with everyone in the workplace, from line staff to executive leadership. In addition, communication skills are important for HR managers to interact effectively with the outsourcing providers, union leaders, public officials, and employees and colleagues. They need to know when to adapt their communication skills to the audience and the situation. For example, HR managers must be able to convey the importance of fair employment practices to the company's executive team with the same genuineness and the passion as they would to orderly employees. Second is the analytical and critical thinking. An HR manager has to exercise sound judgment and engage in high impact decision making in a number of areas. The ability to analyze situations and view the implications of certain decisions from a critical perspective is particularly useful for HR leaders. It would be easy to develop the analytical and critical thinking of the employees if the HR managers already possess these skills. Next, relationship building. Creating a cohesive HR department that works collaboratively to achieve then goals of the department, as well as help the organization reach its goals related to workforce development is a competency that HR managers must have. Relationship building and interpersonal skills are fundamental to an HR manager's success. And HR managers must have the ability to establish credibility and trust as well as balance the obligation to be an advocate for both the organization and its employees. Leadership. HR managers are responsible for creating strategic plans for the HR department as well as the overall workforce. Therefore, leadership skills are critical, particularly in the process of justifying the functional elements of the strategic plan, the company's management team. So, here are the competencies that employees should have in the workplace. First, knowing the why as well as the what. Professionalism, honesty and integrity, innovative ideas, problem solving abilities, ambitious, dependability, reliability, and responsibility, conflict resolution, positive attitude, emotional intelligence, teamwork, willingness to learn, creativity, and generosity. Now, let's have the roles of a human resource manager. First, recruit and hire new employees. The recruitment process is the cornerstone of the duties of all HR professionals. It's fairly complex that has multiple steps. To hire a new person, HR managers typically need to write and post a job ad, review resumes, pre-screen candidates, administer skills tests, discuss benefits and compensation, make a hiring decision, make an employment offer. Second, manage training and development initiatives. HR managers need to be able to quickly recognize employees, talent, and potential so that they can provide adequate training to help workers develop their skills. This is beneficial for everyone. The company can define their exact needs and train employees feel more engaged and more motivated to succeed as they see that their talents are recognized and valued. Keep track of employee performance. HR managers work with managers from different levels to track and analyze employee performance and be able to provide feedback and guidance to the employee. Goals and objectives, both long and short term ones. need to be clear and transparent, just as the criteria for their successful completion. Otherwise, HR managers might fall prey to unconscious bias. HR managers need to create and implement an ongoing evaluation framework and be able to interpret performance trends correctly. Next, manage and improve communication. A key element of HR managers' responsibility is to facilitate and moderate the employee-employer relationship. This is necessary in order to make sure that the company's leadership is able to effectively communicate goals and requirements, and that employees have good conditions to perform well, be creative, and work towards achieving the company's objectives. Manage organizational and company culture. Managing organizational and company culture is the responsibility of both HR managers and HR directors, and it's crucial for the successful functioning of each organization. While HR directors are responsible for developing high-level company culture strategy, HR managers need to bring life and make sure its principles are applied. Next, create a safe and inclusive work environment. HR managers and directors need to guarantee both the physical and psychological safety of employees. They need to be able to identify and address any potential issues related to employees' safety before they turn into problems. They work to guarantee the fair treatment of all employees at all times, to make sure that everyone has equal access to opportunities, information, and guidance. A truly inclusive work environment promotes workers' satisfaction and happiness, boosts companies' performance, and helps them retain top talent. Next, oversee and manage benefits and compensation. HR managers are responsible for overseeing and managing employees, benefits and compensation, and creating a comprehensive benefits program for both voluntary and mandated benefits. Benefits can include health and dental insurance, a retirement plan, stock options, paid leave, parental leave, and others. And they are an important tool in attracting and retaining skilled workers. Handle conflicts, disciplinary actions, and terminations. HR managers handle conflicts within the company in order to resolve and de-escalate them and take an action whenever necessary. For this, they need to know the legal aspects of handling workplace disputes and terminations and be able to apply best practices and resolve difficult situations without disrupting the day-to-day operations and functioning of the company. So here are the importance of competencies. For employees, competencies offer a description of the standards of excellence for current roles and potential future roles. In other words, they describe what great performance looks like. For managers, they provide resources to help them select and develop employees and provide language to guide performance feedback. For organizations, they provide an action-oriented translation of what it looks like to demonstrate the values that are key to success. As an organization grows, a focus on skills without looking at the broader competencies will not be enough to develop leaders and drive career development for employees. So before I end my report for today, let me say this to you. If you want to be successful, don't seek success. Seek competence, empowerment. Do nothing short of the best that you can do. So that would be all. Thank you for listening, everyone. Once again, this is Stephanie Estillore, your reporter for today. Thank you.